Hey my loves, here is your cosmic weather report for the weekend. Now I know a lot of you shared with me that the last week was a bit of a week, and I was there with you completely. Remember, we do still have a lot of planets in retrograde at the moment, and all of these retrograde planets are really an invite to go inwards, to explore our inner world, especially with Mercury retrograding in Virgo. So we're being asked to go inwards in these moments where we feel like everything is confusing and makes no sense, and we feel like there are challenges coming left and right and left and right. And we're being asked to go in to really sit with ourselves as to, where do we doubt? Where do we fear? What is it that this brings up for me? Where do I now feel unsafe, uncertain, unsure? And what do I do in these moments? And so I know for me, when I was going through my stuff last week, human me was all over the place. Human me was trying to scrabble and grip and control. But when I went inwards, when I went in, there was something within me that was deep trust, deep peace, deep connection to source, to this knowing that everything was going to work out okay. And this is what the retrogrades are inviting us to do, to really take care of our inner world, to really make sure that our inner world feels like a beautiful, safe, supportive space to be. And so I'd love you to use the beginning of this week in particular, because there isn't much happening this week until the end of the week, to really allow yourself to use the retrograde energy to go in, to sit with yourself, to support yourself, to check in with yourself, and to also check in with, in those times of turmoil or distress or feeling like nothing's going right, what do we turn to? What do we do? Because remember, we're in Virgo season at the moment. It's all about ritual and routine, these things that bring us back to earth, that bring us back to ourselves, that give us grounding and structure in times that everything feels like it's everywhere, and especially after summer. And so I know for me last week, my savior was going into nature every day, getting my feet on the earth every day. In the moments my human mind wanted to get into overwhelm, sitting, breathing, checking in with my heart, and going into that quiet place within where that little voice would be like, it's all going to be okay. Trust. That's the only word that I kept hearing over and over again from in here. Trust. And so what rituals and routines can you put in place to support yourself if you're going through it at the moment, so you can lean into and surrender into some kind of trust, whether that is only being able to trust that your daily practices and rituals are going to be there for you and hold you. And what we're really being asked of at this time is to be able to be brave enough to sit in the discomfort of not knowing. As humans, we want the answers to everything. We want it straight away. We want it immediate. I'll only let go of this if you tell me what's coming next. I'll only do this if I know exactly what's going to happen. And there are no certainties in life. The only certainty in life is death. And so can we take time to really be brave enough to sit in the unknown? Because in all honesty, the unknown is where everything is possible. When we know what's going to happen, we know what's going to happen. When we don't know, we're in a space where anything is possible. Anything is possible in the unknown space, but we just don't sit in it very often. We're always wanting to jump out of it for certainty, and there is no real certainty. And so my invite for you at the beginning of this week is to really be with these retrograde energies, to go in, to sit in the discomfort and the uncertainty of not knowing, and to really find practices that help you to go within, that help you to lean on yourself and support yourself and trust yourself. Because then on Friday, this is the only big news of this week, really. Friday, we get the Virgo new moon, and Mercury will station direct in Virgo, all on the same day, within a couple of hours of each other. So this is really big news. Now, what this Virgo new moon is going to give us, this Virgo new moon is working with Jupiter, Uranus, Pluto, Neptune, and Mercury goes direct on the same day. So this new moon is working with 5 of our 6 retrograde planets to really now begin to give us the answers, the direction, the way forwards, the plan. And so if it's felt like we've been in a fog and things are uncertain and we don't know what's going on, if we've been able to sit in that, especially at the start of this week, and find our inner world, our inner self, and a grounding, a ritual, a routine, we're going to be able to much more clearly hear the messages then that want to come through. As Mercury goes direct, as that Virgo new moon comes in, Virgo's like, okay, here's the plan. Here's what we're going to do. Here's how we move forwards from this. Here is how we find our daily practices that are going to support us through this. Here it is. So we're going to find a sense of the fog beginning to lift a little bit and things becoming much more clear. But as I've mentioned a few times, because I really need you to hear me, I want you to use the start of the week to work with the retrograde energies. And that might mean sitting in the space of the unknown. And I would really invite you to feel into, where are you not in full trust? Do you not trust yourself? Do you not trust the universe? Do you not trust the moon, goddess, God, whatever name you give? Where is it you're not in trust? And how can you find more trust to be able to sit in that space? How can you find an anchoring to something within you that says, I got you, no matter what's going on right now, no matter how scary it feels to human me, I got you. It's going to be okay. I can trust you. That's my invite for you this week. And then that Virgo new moon and Mercury stationing direct is going to give us this, the fog will start to lift, the mist will start to clear, answers will start to come through. But I need you to be really connected to your inner self to be able to really, truly hear them. I really hope that's helped, my loves. I know it's been a lot right now, I know, but just remember, everything is happening for us. And our souls have chosen to be here right now. We're going through one of the biggest shifts in human consciousness we've ever been through. The time is now. If you do want to work with these Virgo new moon energies, there is, of course, the Lunar Living Sisterhood, where I will share with you everything you need to know about how this moon is working with all these retrograde planets. And then we will have the Soul Space on Thursday night, where we will get together and we will use movement and meditation and really anchor in and integrate in and embody and work with these energies so that we can begin to see that plan, that way forward. So we would love to have you join us if that calls to you. And otherwise, have a beautiful week. Quiet start to the week, rituals, routines, dedication, devotion to self, to your inner world. Really explore your inner world. Where do I have the most doubt, the most fear, the most uncertainty? Find that anchor. And then that Mercury direct and that Virgo new moon is going to give us a little bit of the relief we've been waiting for. I'm sending you all my love. We are in this together always. Remember that. You're never alone. And I'll see you all really soon.